Alright. I think I'm going to go for another half hour, and then stop. At this point, at that point, we'll probably be about... Actually, we've only ever did one segment of challenge maps, didn't we? So, I might not even be through the third of the game yet. But then again, I have been spending a lot of time doing the races and stuff. If you do, like, all the side stuff, like, not so much the challenges, but just, like, the races and anything else that you can do in free roam, it'll take about 5 to 6 hours to beat. If you do the story mode alone, it will take a minimum of 3. So, but I just want to make sure that I'm powerful enough, because, you know, I do still have to stay on my toes. I may not be doing nearly as bad, but maybe that's because I've already played the game once. Come on. There we go. And in the meantime, my drive-by sense is tingling. You get back here. Yeah, exactly. Except this one's a 15-minute story DLC, so what does that tell you? Or, not 15-minute, I mean $15 story DLC. Nope, 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 not a grenade. Not today. So, it looks like I took care of the drive-by, but then stepped in the middle of gang members. Hey, at least they're shooting at me this time, you know? Like, instead of just, like, idly standing there, like, hey, what's up? Just killed some of their, or you just took out some of our guys, but, you know, it's cool. It's cool. Whatever. There it is. I'm not going to be able to get it from there. I'm going to have to go from the opposite side. Oh, there's a gang war over there. Well, that's nice. I'm gonna go for this race. Oh, almost missed it. There are lots of spray cans, too. Actually, I'll go for those first, just so while I'm still in the area. Because the races often take me to a separate district. I just can't help it, man. I have to be happy that people are shooting at me. That actually means that people can see that it takes skill to play this game, and I'm not just lying when I say that it's a good game, not only to play, but also just the AI. I thought the AI was pretty impressive. Mostly for the Infamous thing, like Infamous Second Son, because obviously since the game is bigger and you have more powers and stuff, the enemies will be a lot more diverse and tougher. But even for like as limited as this is, like that's, you know, it's to be expected, because it's you know, it's supposed to be a 3 to 4 hour story DLC that was advertised the moment it was even announced. $15. It's focusing on one character that has a specific power that she eventually lends to the main character, you know. So it's expected to be limited, but at the same time, it's very open for what it has. Like, I was expecting it to be... I wasn't expecting to have this much to do, nor to be this engaging. I was actually a little bit worried that playing a game that allows you to use 4 powers would be a little bit dull after you only get to play... Or, I mean, that would, it would make the, like, only playing 1 power a little bit dull, but I honestly really enjoy this. There we go. And I see a hostage. Ah, didn't mean to do that, but okay. Okay. My drive-by sense is tingling. How many have I done so far? There's an achievement for getting 10 of them. Did I stop it? Oh wow, I did. Oh, so I got 8 out of 10, including that one. Yeah, exactly. It's not far from Infamous 1, but it's obviously on a smaller scale. Yeah, that's exactly how it feels actually to me. Well, not exactly, but like as far as the whole one power in an open world thing goes, and then at the same time the enemies are decently tough to get around, but I just feel like they were a lot more crushing in the main game. And that's why I was even more so upset that the enemies weren't attacking me, because even though it was tough, to me, it wasn't as tough as the original game. So if I don't have enemies shooting at me in the first place, it's going to be so much more easier. Come on. Trying to fake me out. Trying to fake me out. No. There we go. Now, where's this one at? Up in the sky, as usual? Yep, there it is. Oh. Is that there? Yep, there's another one. Okay. How many do I have now? 14, and I have 4 upgrades. Okay.
Two rare beauties spotted in the Emerald City.
This is one of my favorite pieces. That's another thing I really like about this game. Like, not just First Light, but Second Son also. That the graffiti is just so beautiful and well thought out. Like, if somebody did that kind of stuff on the side of my house in real life, I wouldn't even be mad. Where's your weak spot, bro? Oh, on your other hand. Oh, yeah, I did the hostage thing. Okay, cool. Now I don't need to care about them anymore. No, I'm joking. Alright, let's see the upgrades we got. Oh, that's right. I wanted this one. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to get to that point at some really soon. Yeah, the symbolic humor, that's really what's awesome. Like, not only does it look good, but like if it has a certain meaning behind it, it makes it all the better. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the, like, say for example the graffiti that that some of the Palestinians made on the wall that Israel is building right now, or I don't know if they've actually, did they finish building it or not? I don't remember. But when they were building it, at the very least, there were some Palestinians and I believe maybe even some Israelites that made some symbolic graffiti on the outside. That was really awesome. That's both one of the things I liked about First Light and Second Son, but I also kind of miss. I feel like in Infamous 2, they really gave a lot more diversity in both the story missions and also the things that you could do around the city. And then in Second Son, they showed a lot of new stuff that you can do that they didn't do in 2, but I don't feel like there was as much diversity there, and I really missed that. So I hope that with the next game they like really do that, because you know, like, I love games. I love like game series that are really good, and I also completely believe in the if it's not broke, don't fix it approach. But at the same time, you know, it's really nice to have something new and fresh to have. Even like not even in a small dose, but even like in a large dose, because eventually it just gets kind of boring, you know. Even if it's a good game, even if it's like really well made, and that's kind of how I feel about like the Ratchet and Clank games, because they're really good. But now the only thing I really play them for is the story, because like besides a few new additions like the hover boots and stuff, there's really nothing, a whole lot of new stuff to take in. So, you know, inFAMOUS is only 3 games strong. So for right now, I don't really feel any kind of slowdown with my excitement for those games, especially since they still try to add some new stuff. But I feel like they should try to expand a little bit more than they have been. Otherwise, I'm afraid that I might start getting bored with it. It's also why I've been paying more attention to indie games lately, even though I haven't been actually recording any for my channel, because you know, indie games nowadays are like the only things that are really getting creative, save for a few series. Right now, at this moment, Metal Gear Solid is the only series I can think of that is continuing along with its tradition and yet still finding so many new things to do. Yeah, exactly. Optional missions definitely help a lot too. Like, I like the, for example, I like the graffiti thing, and I also like the idea of having to take territory with the DUP, the bases and stuff. But that was pretty much it as far as like new stuff that's never been done before in the inFAMOUS games. Oh, I think I might have taken out a few guys that were my friends. Maybe that's why I didn't see a weak point. They're all the same to me. I'm sorry. I just I just can't differentiate. It's about time I went and did that new story mission, isn't it? Hi guys. Oh, yay! You're actually shooting at me. I wanted to test it out, and it happened. I'm happy. So is that woman. Hear that? She's screaming screams of joy. Absolute unbridled joy. Oh yeah, I know. I watched the Game Grumps play Shovel Knight. I really want to get that game. Like, I may have already seen all of the story, but it just looks like it's like I just can't pass up playing it. Yeah, like exactly. Like one of the that's exactly a good example for what I was talking about earlier. Like certain like maybe indie games, if I saw a lot about them, I wouldn't be so worried about playing them. Like, say, Octodad, for instance. Like, it looks like a really good game, and it was really hilarious, but since I watched Markiplier play it, I have no overwhelming desire to need to play it myself. However, Shovel Knight is an entirely different story. I really want to get my hands on Shovel Knight. Anyway, I'm going to ignore that race. I feel like I've been ignoring the story missions for too long.